Hey y'all, I am trying something different with my camera today. Let's see if this is a little bit better. Savvy? Never mind. Nothing. I was trying to see if I could see if the charger would stretch, but it's not.
What are you talking about?
My eyes are feeling itchy. I don't even have allergies. Hey Queen. Let's see. How you doing tonight? How you feeling? Hey Florence. My day was so much better today. I was off, so I wasn't as stressed out. Are we trying a different? Let's see. Do I need to back it? Oh yeah, let me back it up. That's the problem. Now y'all can see I feel like my neck. Y'all was talking to my neck. You can move it over to the left to get yourself in it, like physically over to the left, like that, and then like that. Hold on, y'all. We trying to fix this angle. I didn't even put the ring light on today. Hey JoJo. But it was a much better day today. I think that having time with my family and just not having to work was a nice way to feel refreshed. And I purposely did not take a nap so I could try to reset my sleep schedule and go to sleep after I do this live with y'all so that I am not going to sleep super late. So I started earlier on purpose so that when I finish, I should be good and sleepy. But I tried to keep myself busy today so that I could get some rest later. How was your day? How was your day, Des? Did you say hi?
Hey, my day was fine.
I'm about to see how well I can follow y'all without using my computer. And then I'll have my computer right there as a backup. Hold on. Okay, it's charging. So spring cleaning, this is like the perfect time to do it for real, especially with everybody being home. I wish you the best of luck with apartment searching. I know that can be hard because sometimes some places look really good on the internet, and then when you actually see it, it doesn't look like the pictures. Or one problem that some of my friends had is that the websites will say one price, but then when you call to find out how much it actually is, it costs more. What y'all eat for dinner tonight, or what are y'all eating for dinner tonight? Are y'all cooking? Did y'all go get some order of something to go and pick it up? Yeah, you see what I mean? Like them people who do their photos on the website do a great job, and then when you get there, it don't be looking like that. I know that when we were shopping for our house, we saw a lot of that. Like a lot of the Trulia and the Zillow made it look like the house was bigger, and then once we was there inside the rooms, it just was really small, and it was just the angles. Ground chicken and rice and tacos sound good. I'm trying to remember when I did a swimsuit haul on my channel. I may be doing one soon. I had a company reach out to me to ask if I would review their products. So if they're willing to collaborate and not just want to give me free items and help pay something, then I probably will be doing one. I love chili. Des, can you go remind him of what I told him about being quiet? Saya is still up, but because he was being good today, I told him he could watch TV as long as he's quiet in the other room. So far, he's already interrupting, so it looks like he's going to get sent to bed. You had your baby today? Congratulations. Oh my gosh. Aww. How are you adjusting to motherhood? Whether this is your first baby or your second, I feel like anytime someone has a new baby, it is like an adjustment because your life shifts for a little while as the baby gets used to everything. Oh, y'all are like my YouTube family. I would be like, oh my gosh, Auntie Yosha got another baby. I understand, like, when I feel like it took me a couple months to get used to it, and I used to just sleep whenever my son slept, and that helped. But he actually, I would say Josiah actually did pretty good with that. He would sleep more at nighttime than he would in the day, but he would sleep for like 4-hour stretches, so I still was not sleeping through the night. But I know some moms, oh, that's a beautiful name, Florence. I know some moms don't get to do that. Like when they first have the baby, it seems like they are waking up every 2 to 3 hours, which, honey, that's a lot. But it will pass. It doesn't seem like it at first, but it will get better, and your baby will be on a routine. Yep, see, the 3 hours thing, that's normal. Elise is such a pretty name. I think that that's such a, like, it's feminine and it's classy, and it's just a name that flows with a lot of things. And I think Summer Elise, it goes very well together. That's pretty. I like that. Thanks, Marsha. I don't know when I'll be doing another one of those unless I end up getting some more from Nike, because I did return some stuff. But right now I have a lot of those because I did both of those Nike videos. So I don't really need any sports bras. Now I may do some regular bra hauls, maybe, if I'm able to. But I'm not trying to get my video flagged by YouTube. So I have to figure out, if I can do that on here. But just when I go and upgrade those. For real? Florence, it's okay. Keep typing slow because today I'm trying to read off of Desmond's phone instead of my computer so that when I'm playing this live back, it doesn't look like I'm doing this the whole time. And I'm looking at y'all. And I'm sitting on the edge of my bed we have a very bootleg situation, but we had an extra ironing board and the height is good. So I have it sitting on there so that I can like it can face me face on, because I was uncomfortable last night. I'm sitting here like this trying to like talk to you guys, and then Des is like all over there. So yeah. But Marshall, I will be doing more hauls. So tell your girlfriend, and you, if you be watching too, I will be doing some hauls soon, trying on some clothes. And I was actually thinking of doing a spring and summer bathing suit haul anyway. But I don't know, with everything being closed, it's just kind of like it's putting a hold on some of the stuff that I planned on doing. Not everything. I have some other content coming, but I do want to do more hauls for you guys and try on videos because I see that those were doing very well on my channel. So I know, I'm sure Destiny's gonna pop in, y'all. She might pop in when I'm about to say, okay, guys, good night. I'll talk to y'all later. And then she gonna be like, hey. But, I was on time this time. I was within the time that I told y'all that I was going to come. I'm proud of me. Let's do a clap. Y'all know, usually I say I'm gonna be there between 9 and 10. Like on my About Me, it actually says that I will be there at she wants to know how to get rid of stretch marks. I would tell her to look for that on YouTube and look for somebody that did one and has like a before and after, because there's a lot of people marketing different things for stretch marks, but if you don't really see a before and after, then you don't know how well it really worked. And I don't want her to go and buy something that won't work. I have stretch marks, so I can't really give that advice. I wish I knew. I wish I would have known what could prevent stretch marks when I was pregnant, so that I would have applied it to my skin before I delivered, because I had stretch marks. Excuse me. I had stretch marks before I had Josiah, but then after having him, my stretch marks got a little worse in that belly area. But now that he's almost 5, I think it's starting to lighten up again. But I hear that it can be a number of factors, like if genetics, if your mom had them, then you might get them. And then I know some people that don't get any stretch marks at all. They just blessed. I hear that Palmer's is good. Everybody usually recommends cocoa butter. When I was growing up, that's what I used to hear all the time, cocoa butter. If I do something around bathing suits, it probably would be like a plus size and mom friendly bathing suits, for people with stretch marks and curves, because I feel like it's important to still feel like you can be sexy when you go on the beach or to the pool after you have those kids or after you put on some pounds. And like nowadays, they make so much like plus size friendly stuff that actually accentuates our curves and it's not look like somebody grandma's wearing it. So you don't have to be stuck wearing like a one piece with no flattering colors, looking like, really matrony. I don't want to show my stretch marks on my live, y'all. I'm sorry. But trust me when I say I have them.
You scoot over some.
You just got here. It's fine. I have them on my stomach, though. I'm not. What did Florence say before she said, no, sis, don't do that? I missed the first one. Yeah, that's what happened. It was the last trimester, and it was like the last week or two. They just came out of nowhere. I literally went the whole pregnancy with none on my stomach, and I wasn't even putting nothing on my stomach. That's the crazy part. I was like, oh, I must not be getting these. So I didn't put anything on it. And then all out of nowhere, when I was like 38 weeks, 38 and a half, I had a whole bunch of them. And then after I had my C-section and I saw myself, I lost like 22 pounds within the first month of having him. But I think I lost like 8 or 9 after delivery or whatever by the time I made it home. And I saw it and it just looked so dark. And I felt like, oh my gosh, I'm never showing my stomach. But it gets better than how it looks after you initially have the baby. And then that line that you get on your belly after having a baby, that goes away over time too. It'll lighten back up. So Yeah, it's definitely, I don't know. Sometimes the stuff that people recommend works. Like I hear people say to use cocoa butter and also like shea butter and stuff like that. They definitely come in different shades. Like my regular fat girl stretch marks were kind of light and you could barely see them. The pregnancy ones, some of them were light, some of them were darker than my normal skin complexion. It was weird. So I think it's a hormonal thing that comes with carrying a child. I don't think that it's necessarily like permanent. Another thing that changed with me when I was pregnant is my voice. I can sing, but when I was pregnant, I couldn't seem to be in tune. And it changed my voice. Like my voice got deeper during the pregnancy. Like I already have somewhat of a raspy voice anyway, but like it changed. I feel like my vocal cords changed a little bit when I was pregnant. So I mean, it's just a lot of hormones and things, but being overweight, like I've been plus size my whole life, and I think that I'm used to having stretch marks, and I just got used to them being there. But I'm used to them being like not noticeable stretch marks. Before having Saya, I had a belly ring. I had my belly pierced twice. I never had a flat stomach, but it was just like, my breast to butt ratio with the stomach was in place enough for me to get a belly ring, if that makes sense. Y'all can see it if y'all go back and look on my channel when I was smaller, back in college. But I don't know. I just say dress for your shape. That's the main thing I always say. Dress for your shape. Do what makes you comfortable. So, Des, why don't you choose a topic for us to discuss?
I really don't have anything in mind.
Okay. Oh my gosh, Florence. I'm glad you're okay after that. That sounds scary. A C-section in itself is definitely requiring recovery, and then to have that happen, I'm sure you were scared, but I'm glad that you're okay. Yeah, I definitely get it. Well, don't be scared to have a C-section. It I'll just say if you have to have a C-section, don't feel bad if that's the way it ends up happening. But if vaginal is, the goal, it is easier on your body as far as recovery. The pro, I think, of having the C-section was that after having it, I didn't have to go through like any sort of stitching, because I didn't deliver there was no like stretching or anything weird like that. And then I know some people talk about like that little squirt bottle thing that they use because it hurts down there. Hey Glenda, I didn't have to experience that because I had a C-section. But on the other hand, with having a C-section, like there's a recovery with just like basically if you have any sort of surgery to your stomach, whether it's a tummy tuck, C-section, it hurts your abdomen. So like if you cough, if you sneeze, if you laugh, if you move too quickly, it'll hurt. So that's the part that is uncomfortable about recovery from a C-section. But sometimes that's the only way. If the baby is being stubborn and don't want to come out, that's what happened with me. My son, my water broke on June 14th of the year he was born, and he was not born until his due date, which was June 16th. So because of the amount of time that it was taking for me to dilate and it was not working, I didn't even make it to 3 centimeters. I had to have the C-section. I was frustrated because I wasn't dilating the entire time, and I suggested that we go ahead and have the C-section the day before, but they didn't want to give it to me. So, and I mean, the reason behind me saying let's go ahead and do it was because Josiah's birthday would have shared my mom's, and y'all know my mom passed. So if they would have did it when I asked, it would have been on my mom's birthday. But they were like, "Oh no, we're gonna try to give you some medicine to speed up the process, and make the contractions start." And they did what they wanted to do, and he still sat in there. I think that made him not want to come out more, honestly. So I had to sit there and suffer through contractions for no reason. But I pray that you don't have to have one, and that you are able to have a smooth delivery and a speedy recovery, because giving birth is, it is a challenge, but it's not something that we can't do. We're meant to do it. So don't be scared. Shake all the nerves at this time. I know it's easier said than done, especially with everything that's currently going on, but it's going to be okay. Okay, y'all, I'm about to pull up some questions or something on the internet. Hold on. Something for us to talk about. Maybe like a would I rather. I didn't see y'all comments. I had to approve them. Wait a minute. Thank you, Marshall. It's okay. My pelvis. Yeah, each day will get better. I think it just depends on your attitude, and if you do what the doctors tell you to do, you'll be fine. And honestly, I'm not trying to make this up, but I think within a couple of weeks, I started to feel a little bit better. It's okay, y'all. My mom passed 10 years ago, but I'm 26. She passed when I was 16. So this was actually her 10th year in February that she's been gone. But thanks y'all. I appreciate it. I was frustrated at the time, because I was like, when I found out I was pregnant, I went to this place, and they anticipated my due date to be her birthday. And I felt like, oh, okay, well, maybe this is a sign type thing. And then when I went to an official doctor, then it moved up to his actual due date, which was the 16th. And once I, kept going, that was what the date said at the top that was anticipated for him. So he was actually born on his birthday, and his weight was 7 pounds exactly. But I felt like it was just kind of cool. Like, he could have almost been her birthday twin. That would have been nice. But I think that Josiah just wanted his own special day. I didn't think he wanted to share share his birthday with anybody else. So it worked out for him to have his own day. I'm about to pull up some, how you play Would You Rather or something like that? This or that. This is what we finna play right now. Would you rather? So we can talk about something. Because Dez is watching something on his computer, so I don't know if he's gonna hop in and say anything yet. Okay. Let's see. As soon as I get on here, I start wanting snacks. It's hot in here. Maybe I'm hot because I started drinking. I don't know. I got hot. Okay. Hold on. 21 question. It's got to be something on here. Hold on. I'm trying to find something for y'all. Okay, guys. I got a couple of questions. Okay. If you had a time machine, would you go back in time, or would you visit the future? Okay. Oh, somebody didn't want to come. What you rather is like you have two options, and then you have to. Usually, there are two options that are both kind of difficult, and you have to decide which one you'd rather do. Like Florence said, "Help us out, Des."
Um, I mean, I probably see the future.
So Des is answering the question about the time machine. Would you rather see the past or the future if you had one? For me, I think I would rather see the past and be able to change it.
Nah, I don't want to change it.
Yep.
You mess up your past, you end up messing up your future.
Some of my past was messed up, so it may make my future better.
Or it could completely go away from you even having it. Sometimes the messed up things bring the good things.
Well, Florence says she'll visit the future too. Probably neither because I'm pregnant now and I'm not, and not to be the future because I don't want to miss the good in between.
Yeah, I'm really
That's a
the
good
person that
point.
sits in
Glenda,
the
I want to
middle.
see the past too. I would want to see stuff. It's almost like I would like want to go to the past and see stuff play out when I wasn't present
Nah, I'm good.
or something. Like I don't know. I would want like a further insight on things that I don't have clarity on, like
Let's
around my mom or around like things that affected me, but I didn't know the full story type stuff. Even if I didn't necessarily even if I didn't necessarily change my past, but just to get more clarity on my past to kind of help me heal from the things that may have bothered me or still affect me in the present, if that makes sense.
unless you put me in a bowl, I really don't want to go nowhere. Unless I can be like the ghost of the future or something. I don't have
I
to go
mean, it could be
nowhere.
like Family Guy when Stewie and Brian go in that little thing and they get to go and do stuff.
Yeah, but the whole thing with that is you can't really do anything.
On Family Guy, I don't know if y'all
You
watch
can't
that.
do anything, otherwise you end up changing around history. So it's like that's the one thing they always say. You can't do anything.
Clarity, that's my reason.
It's like it's pretty much pointless for Stewie and Brian to go. Like they can see it, but if they touch anything or do anything, it creates a whole new universe for where they're going back to.
That's true.
So I'm good with where I'm at. I'm not happy with everything, but I mean, it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not happy with everything, but I feel like I've built a good life so far with with the cards that I was dealt. So I like this game. Let's continue. Okay, hold on. What food do you crave the most? I feel like this is a good question. We got some people that's pregnant on the chat. We got some new moms on the chat. You got me on the chat. Okay. You got Dez on the chat. I'm gonna answer Dez's for him. Crab legs.
I actually was not gonna.
Frog
I
legs.
was not gonna say crab legs.
Okay, baby. What do you crave the most? Glenda says seafood. Sweets and seafood. Queen, okay. Me, I feel like my cravings depend on what my mood is. So sometimes it's seafood. I crave shrimp or crab legs. I don't know why. And then sometimes I have a craving for pickles, hot Cheetos. Des is right. Have you ever seen the movie Sherman and Mr. Peabody? It's a cartoon where they use a time machine that changes history and the future. That sounds so familiar.
I've seen
The
Sherman and
the
Mr.
P
Peabody.
that sounds familiar.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen it because it does sound very familiar.
Popcorn chicken, wings, chips, and hot dogs. I crave wings a lot too. Oh my gosh.
Sunflower seeds.
Desmond says sunflower seeds. My favorite snack. I love white chocolate. like Hershey's cookies and cream. Um, like white chocolate Kit Kats, all that stuff. I like tacos and nachos a lot too though. All right. It sounds like we can eat together because we have a lot of the same food like in common. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to find another one. What's your favorite place that you've ever visited and why? Cookies and brownies are good too. I like baking them, baking those little ones that come in the refrigerated section and putting them in the oven. And I like to eat them when they first come out and they're still kind of warm. Fun fact about me, I don't really like prepackaged chocolate chip cookies, but I'll eat the kind that you bake at home as long as it's warm when it first comes out the oven. A milkshake does sound good. Hey, we playing the 21 question game right now. They had a cheese kind of sunflower seeds. You ate those? I knew about ranch and the barbecue ones. Des
They
loves
have
those.
nacho cheese, sunflower seed too.
She said she used to live off of those in middle school.
Never had them. I've had a lot of
I
different.
haven't been anywhere really, but I would love to go to Africa. Okay. I haven't been nowhere really either, honestly. But I mean, I have been around the states, but my vacations always end up in Florida, and I live in Atlanta. That's only a state over. But I've been to Florida. I've been to Detroit. I've been to Tennessee. I've been to. You're blocking the camera.
My computer needs to go on the charger.
Sorry. Um, I've been to. I was supposed to be going to Vegas, and I hope that we still make it before the voucher expires because of this whole thing that's going on right now. But I've been to Long Beach, Mississippi, Gulfport area, and I think that was my top two as of now that were my favorite were Miami, Florida, and Gulfport, Mississippi. Miami was fun because I got to see what it's like to be in a place where things don't shut down and it's like an ongoing party. And I just loved the beach. I felt like it was really pretty and blue and serene. And I loved the Cuban food there where I stayed. And then when it came to Mississippi, they had amazing seafood and the casinos were fun and we were able to make money there without spending a lot of money. So I can't wait till I can go to Vegas and just try some other places too, you know. Yeah, like I really want to go to Vegas this year. I don't know if y'all know this, but if you go to the Hilton website, sometimes they have these little timeshare packages. You could pay like $100, $150, maybe $200, and you could get 4 days and 3 nights in Vegas or 5 days and 4 nights in Vegas. And all you have to do is go with your significant other and sit through a 2-hour timeshare presentation. Oh, I forgot, y'all. I've been to the Bahamas. Me and Des went for our honeymoon. That was one of my favorite places, too. Yes, girl. That's a good way to slide yourself in there. The only thing is, prior to what's going on right now, like, flights to Las Vegas were very, very expensive. So you may get the room for a good price, but you're going to have to look on Southwest and Delta for the deals to get an affordable flight to go to Vegas. Florence, that sounds dope. She says she wants to go to Jamaica so she can go to the Bob Marley Museum.
Oh, okay.
I the water was very pretty and blue. It was really nice. We went there. We only went for 3 days and 2 nights. I would go again because I got sick. Hey, Sunshine. How are you? Yeah, I want to make it out of the states because I feel like the Bahamas, like, don't let me sound dumb on here. It's out of the states, but it's really not out of the states because we
It's
didn't need
really
a
not.
we didn't need a passport to go
It's
there.
like a United
So
States
it's like a
territory.
territory of the United States. Don't be salty, Sunshine. You here now? You know, I might come back again before Wednesday. Who knows? I'm gonna try to not lie to y'all. Like, I don't want to come and say I'm coming at 10 and then it don't happen until 11, but I'm gonna try to let y'all know in enough advance so you know I'm gonna do it. But I forgot about it because it was 2 years ago. Or wait, we ain't been married 2 years. It was a year ago. It was like I don't know how I forgot about it. Shame on me. I should, because and then I even have video of the experience here on my channel and everything. I forgot for a second. But I was seasick, so it messed up my experience. It does. We did not go. What's that? What's it called? Atlantis. We didn't go to Atlantis. We were on a Carnival cruise, and Atlantis was one of the stops on the excursion when we were in Nassau. But we decided to skip that and go to where the locals were and try authentic food. We went and walked around and we bartered and we got things to bring back home. And then one of the cool things that I liked is that in the city, that's where you get the better pricing. Like, I thought that was better. You got married in Jamaica? Oh, I love that. Y'all, we're gonna have to form a little like friend thing so we can start traveling together. It seems like we need to travel. We need some travel in our life, okay? I want to go back to the Bahamas next time and redo it and not get sick on my cruise, though, for real. I think I'll do Princess Cays and Nassau. They have Carnival. I would recommend if you've never been on a cruise. That's a good one to go on, whether you have kids or you don't. If you have to bring your kids, then that's definitely a family friendly one. But they got some adult stuff that you can do too, and it makes it cool. Exactly, Sunshine. We went with the locals. Like, it was still like an approved place, but instead of going to Atlantis, we went to like where they could actually tell us about the community, and within the community, there were like I don't want to say black owned business, but yeah, like black owned business and outside vending from the locals, and we got to taste the real food, and like, it was just a better, more affordable option. I feel like Atlantis is pretty, but it's just expensive as hell, and we wasn't trying to do that. Girl, simply, Miss Kara, we got to plan that because you already in Florida anyway. We got to plan that. I'm gonna have to drive down or fly down. We got to plan Bahamas because I'm trying to go back to the Bahamas. It was fun. I just wish that I got sick. I just wish that I did not get seasick. That's why you like mahi mahi. Okay, now I know. Now I know. Okay. I had some. What did we have? I had some conch salad. Is that what we had?
Conch salad.
Conch salad. Do we have conch fritters too? Conch fritters, and we had some jerk chicken and sides. Definitely after the pandemic is over. I ain't trying to get no corona while we down there. It's so crazy because right before it got really bad, all the flights were real cheap. All the cruises were real cheap. And I'm just like, my spirit was like, oh, I'm finna get it. I'm finna get it. And then I thought about it. And I'm like, wait a minute. They giving this stuff away. Either number one, they gonna make us cancel it because we gonna be stuck where we are, or number two, they're canceling it because people that were already going are canceling it for a reason. And then, like here in Georgia, there was an announcement that someone had it on the ship, and after that, like the whole going on a cruise thing was dead. Yeah, they did. I feel like that is exactly what they did. We should, for real. We're gonna have to do this. Like, let's give it a good 6 months before we start planning. Because by then, I feel like the economy will be in a better place. And this, hopefully, knock on wood or whatever. Okay, that was a good question. Let me go. Let me see what else we got on here on this list. Mm, let's see. Which is more important, truth or happiness? That is a good one. I'm sitting here trying to think about it. I'm trying to do 2 trips a year too, and we was on track to make it happen until all this happened. I had to cancel because I was supposed to be going to Miami for my birthday again this year, and I canceled my flight because I didn't feel comfortable. And then we were also supposed to be going to another part of Florida for my son's spring break, but I canceled that too because we just didn't feel comfortable. So we'll try to reschedule it when things are not as contagious. Happiness, okay. Yes, get out and live your best life, Glenda. Baby, would you rather have truth or happiness?
Truth.
Des says truth, you guys. I keep telling y'all what Des says, like y'all can't hear him. I'm gonna stop doing that. I'm trying to see. Would you rather for girls? Here we go. That's probably why Des said it too. I feel like I'm on the fence with happiness, leaning more towards happiness, but I don't want to be happy about a lie either. That's a good point, Sunshine. I'm not judging you. That's true. Sometimes when you know the truth, it ruins the chance of you being happy with that person. It's like you have to recreate your happiness once you find out the truth. It's like almost like, would you rather not, like, ignorance is bliss, they say, basically. When you don't know, you are happy with what you do know, and you're more appreciative. When you know too much, it kind of limits the room for you to be happy. You could be content or not complacent, but you can tolerate it, but it doesn't mean you're happy. And when you're not happy, I feel like when you don't have true happiness, you feel like you're missing something. There's a void. That's true, Glenda. That's a good point. I didn't think of it that way. Y'all got some good points on both sides of this argument. I don't even know. Des, why did you say truth?
I mean, because it's a necessity. Knowing truth is necessity. It allows you to see, in a way, it allows you to see the playing field. You have to
So y'all can
understand
see
what
Des.
you're, you have to understand what you're dealing with, and 9 times out of 10, you understand when you're dealing in truth and not in fallacy for happiness.
So what if the truth makes you unhappy?
So what? The truth is not always supposed to make you happy. It's the truth.
Touche. Okay, let's see. The next question is, I found some would you rathers. So let's see. Ooh, this kind of goes with the question that we were just talking about. So let's elaborate. I like this. The question is, would you rather lose the ability to lie or believe everything you're told? In my cup, I have pineapple 1800 margarita mix.
This could be fight. It is. This ended with TKO. I've seen this one. This is in the middle of Brazil or the Middle East or somewhere.
Why is not working? I'm trying to put emojis on there. Lose the ability to lie.
Yeah, that's probably it.
I think I would rather lose the ability to lie.
Bahama Mamas.
Yes, okay.
I had
Come
them.
through, Bahama Mama.
I had them in forever.
Okay. Let me see. Y'all made that one easy. Let's see. Hmm. Yes, Hennessy Margarita. We gonna keep doing question night because I keep running out of things for us to talk about, especially because I done did this the third live I done did this week. I'm like, oh my gosh. Yes. We all turned up. Babe, you saw the question?
I did. It depends on which friend.
I would rather win the 50,000. This ain't got nothing to do with her. Sorry. And honestly, I think that my best friend would say the same thing.
It depends on which friend I'm dealing with.
But Des is probably like, well, depending on which friend, if my friend won, then we would all win. So let him have it.
Nah, I mean, I just know what, as far as intentions, what my friends would do with it, not even including me.
Right. I know what my intentions are, and 50,000 is not a lot. Exactly. 50,000 is not a lot, and I've always been pretty good with money. With the wrong, like, a lot of my, I'm just gonna hush. But no, I feel like I would make the right choices with the fifty
It just
thousand.
depends on the friend.
Some people, they get their tax refund, it be gone the next month because they're not responsible with their money. Or they get their paycheck and then they be having their nails done, their hair done, going out to eat, but then they be on Facebook complaining about not being able to pay their phone bill or something like that. And I'm not talking about my friends when I say this, but all I'm saying is I know my intentions are good when it comes to money. So I would make the right decision. I can't say everybody else gonna make that decision, so I can't bank my opportunity on you. I'm trying to see, did anybody else say that they give it to their friend? That's a good question. See, the question is elaborate on that part. But if the best friend is not gonna share, like she could have she had a 500,000 if she'll give me 500, if she'll give me 50,001. Cause if so, then let's do it, sis. Probably not. I've seen people ask that on Facebook. What would I do if I won the lottery and all that? They disappear. That I wasn't included in your disappearance. So, yeah. Let's see. Oh Lord, I know we've all had people in that situation. I don't know. Even when I was foolish in relationships, I was never foolish with money. Not super foolish with money. I'll say that. I made some young, dumb, fun decisions, but I was never like foolish with my money. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, Timbuktu, you getting the hell on. I understand. Let's see. Okay, I don't like no more of these questions. Let me find something better. I'm trying to find some better questions. I want to be in charge of the funds too. Everybody's saying the same thing. Yeah. Even Desi said it depends. Okay. I'm switching sites now, y'all. Okay. Okay. Would you rather go into the past and meet your ancestors or go into the future and meet your great 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 grandchildren? There we go. I got y'all. I ain't like them questions that I had before. I was like, these are stupid. I'm not asking them that. Do. I want stuff that's deep, that's gonna stir the conversation. I would love to live to see my great great grandchildren because my grandmother did not get to do that. As far as living, they didn't even get to live to see their grandchildren. So if I was able to do that, I would feel blessed. Thank you. I love hearing how y'all think. Bae, you'd rather meet your great great grandchildren or your ancestors?
Great great grandchildren.
Desi says the same thing. You want to go in the future? Yeah, me too. I want to see them and tell them, don't fuck up your life, kids. Excuse my language. Y'all stay focused on your dreams. Don't let nobody knock you off track. Don't break the generational curse. Ooh. I see. So that sounds kind of like what we were talking about before, being able to go to the past to seek clarity. So let's build on that. When I was saying go to the past, even if I couldn't interact or change anything, imagine being able to go to the past and observe things that affected you, i.e. your ancestors, your parents, your relationship things, the things that happened without you present that affected you. I can relate to that. Yeah. I think the first live that we did was a little deep, but we also were talking about love after lockup, and Dez was talking a lot more on that one. The one from yesterday, we were both sleepy. Dez was falling asleep on the live. We weren't really talking about nothing. It was just chilling. This one is definitely, I like this one. This one is more substancy. I like that. Yeah, that drink hating girl. I'm like, Dad's gonna make me another one. Okay. Babe, you rather hit the lottery twice or live twice as long?
Live twice as long.
I was gonna say live twice as long. I feel like when you live twice as long, you have more opportunities to make the money and achieve your dreams and leave your mark. You could win the lottery tomorrow and get in a damn car crash. Yes, girl. I went to the liquor store like 3 times this week. 2 times this week. We need to stay out the liquor store. That's all you need to do. Oh, and I'm over here smiling. Yeah, like this is like a flavored drink, and the proof on it is really low in comparison to like the shots that I used to take before I started drinking this at the beginning of the month. But it hits. Like my favorite, this I usually don't do pineapple. My friend Latrice here on YouTube told me to try the pineapple because on Wednesday I was drinking a peach. So I went and I got the pineapple, and I really like it. I understand, Queen. People might be watching, but I understand. I don't partake in that either, but I remember some days when I did. And, you know, drinking is cool, but I feel like the other thing is more of like a mellow thing. It helps you sleep. You usually don't wake up with a headache the next day if you had a lot of it. So, yeah. The flavored drinks do, I was gonna say surprise the liquor, disguise the liquor. You be thinking, oh, this a wine cooler. This ain't gonna do nothing, or this ain't nothing. Give me some more. And the next thing you know, you be like, is it hot in here? I know that I'm feeling my drink when I start feeling hot, and it's cool in here because this AC is on, and I'm feeling a little warm. So. No, but I don't know. I stopped because I don't know what my next move may be. And I don't want that to prevent me from being able to move should I want to. But ultimately, I'd love to be able to make the decision to work for myself. I could understand why you're afraid for your great grands. Things are, this world is crazy. I ain't even been in this world for that long, but it's been a crazy time, and even just the last 5 to 6 years, it's been crazy. Okay, let's see. Let me see if I have something that's not. Ooh, this is a good one. Yes, they do. The percentage on this one is like 19.9. The percentage of like some Cuervo or some hen or it's like 40%. Are you talking about what does that mean? Hold on, y'all. What does that mean when it says that? Is it real?
It's nothing to worry about.
Oh, okay. He had like an alert. I love brown, but I stopped drinking hen. I used to like Hennessy and Crown, and then I like realized that I didn't really like the taste of Hennessy. But Hennessy and Chick-fil-A lemonade, I don't know if y'all have Chick-fil-A near y'all, but I think Des told me to try it, and it is so good. I love brown. Like brown mellows you out and it makes you feel chill. I feel like white makes you real hype, like you be ready to just fight. I don't feel like brown makes you clown. I feel like brown makes you want to lay it down. Brown makes you lay it down, and I feel like white makes you want to fight. Like when I used to be in college, I used to drink white because it was cheaper and that's what we could get access to. And I felt like every time I would drink white, I'd be twerking all over the place. I end up getting drunk and throwing up somewhere. Like, y'all, I have a girl. My first ever hangover was on some exclusive vodka, which it was probably my fault because, you know, it wasn't like I was drinking Grey Goose or Ciroc. I was drinking some cheap vodka, but I don't really care for any vodka drinks now because I feel like I had my share in college. But lately, before I started drinking this margarita mix, my favorites were Jim Beam whiskey, the honey one. And then Jack Daniel's honey was also one of my other favorites. And then, like, for every now and then, I have like Hennessy or Crown. Desmond's favorite drink is Remy Martin 1738.
Johnny Walker Black.
His old favorite was Remy Martin 1738. My dad drinks that, what you just said, and now that's his favorite. Unbeknownst to me, because it used to be 1738.
You're right.
Okay, it did. Don't be making me seem like I don't know your favorite drink. Yes, brown make you lay it down. Okay.
Yeah, I like moonshine
Desmond
a lot.
loves moonshine.
Moonshine is very good.
Try to mix. It should be. But I think it should be about 19. I think 19. It around over here it's like with tax is about $21, and then you get like the little big pretty 1800 bottle. It's cute. My recommendation for flavor is mango. That's my favorite. Pineapple is pretty good. Peach is okay too. They have a new flavor called blood orange. I didn't really like that one. I'm trying to read. Let me see. And for tequila, I like Jose Cuervo too. Jose Cuervo Gold. I'll drink that. Exclusive knocked me down, Kira. I didn't even see that comment. Exclusive knocked me down, okay? Several times. When I was in college, I used to drink Exclusive, Ivanovich, Latrice, you're here. I'm drinking pineapple, Latrice. Hey, Latrice.
Stop.
Are you talking about the old made from home moonshine? Yes, I went and bought it because of you, and I like it. I still think that mango is better, but I like this one too. I was hoping Latrice would come. Yay! I was hoping she would come. So to give you an update, we're playing questions and answers because I don't have real talk content scheduled for you guys. This is just us vibing because we're all at home. I love tequila too, girl. Like in order, I think brown and then tequila, but for a while I stopped drinking brown and I was just drinking Jose Cuervo, and then I started drinking this mix because like with Jose Cuervo or tequila, like I'll do a shot here and there, but I like my drink to like be mixed with something because I'm a baby. So I don't want to be just taking nasty shots anymore like I did in college. So now I just like look for something that tastes good, which is why I was saying I like Jack Honey and I like Jim Beam Honey because it's sweeter and it tastes good with like lemonade and stuff like that. Okay, she asking about the moonshine. She said, "Ooh, strawberry daiquiri sounds good, Latrice." She's asking, "Do you like the real thing,
Yeah.
moonshine?" Yeah, he does. When we went to his family reunion the first year that we were together, um, his family made some, right?
Yeah.
His uncles had some like homemade moonshine. We got you, Sunshine. You ain't talking about that stuff that be on the shelf in the store. You talking about the real brew. I got you.
Yeah.
Going off one shot, I'm gonna be on the
Moon,
floor somewhere because I thought I
moonsh
get.
moonshine is incredibly strong. Yeah.
Jose does give me headaches. What brand do you recommend? I'll try it. We all sipping in the night. We sipping and talking. Okay, let me get another question. I feel like that's a dumb question. This is a good one. I want to see what kind of people y'all are as far as communication. That sounds good. Moonshine sound like something real like southern and country, but I could be wrong. So, would you rather somebody call you or text you? And why? I like to talk, so I'd rather call. If it's something elaborative, I don't feel like texting you 20 paragraphs to tell you what happened. I'm going to call you. But if I'm busy or trying to multitask, then I would rather text. Y'all don't want to talk? Oh, I'm surprised. Y'all on the live right now. We talking. Well, y'all typing. I'm talking. I like to talk. See, when I get my iPhone, then I'll be on Team FaceTime, okay? I'm really working on it, y'all. I'm doing a lot of research, trying to make the best decision because I don't want to get a phone that I hate. But that's the next step for me is the iPhone. But, we have video chat on Android too, and I use that. Does you prefer to text or talk?
Depends on who it is.
Desi says it depends. Email you. Oh my gosh. Email. I'm trying to get better with my email correspondence because if you forget to check that thing, somebody could have emailed you like 3 days ago. And I'm trying to do better with that because if these people are reaching out to me for whatever reason and I don't respond, then it makes it look like I'm not responding. I do pretty good though. I typically try to respond within 24 hours, but it be hard at times. Let me see. Let's see. It's like texting. Okay. For me, it's like I'm on the phone. I'm on group chat with y'all. Face chat. FaceTime. Snap Live. IGTV. I'm going to put, hold on. Significant other. So Sunshine is basically saying she does not like people. El Gemador is your recommendation? Is that gold or silver? And is when you say agave, is that like a silver option? I will say I feel like 1800 I have had less headaches when I've been drinking this than when I used to drink the Jose Cuervo. But all alcohol upsets my stomach if I have a lot the next day. I understand. It depends on the situation. Which friends, and it depends on the situation. Right now, I feel like Desmond and I do need to go away again with just us. That was what we were supposed to be doing for my birthday. But me and my friends have a great time too. So it really just depends. Okay, look for 100% agave and made in Mexico. Noted. I'm going to have to search for that next time I go to a liquor store. El Jimador. Okay. But does it come in gold and silver, or is it a clear tequila? Because I think I have seen that brand before. Got it. Okay. Because I think I like gold better than clear. But I guess it doesn't matter. Well, do you drink Patron, or have you had Patron before? Because I feel like the clear tequilas get me drunker. But I switched over to the darker one because I drink brown, so that's why. But Sunshine, you funny. Let me see. Um. See, and I'm starting to like 1800 better, so that's good to know. Jose Cuervo is just cheap. I feel like, what about, and then like, I know a lot of places use Tito's here, and they margaritas at like Mexican restaurants, they put that Tito's in there. And I feel like Tito's must be a cheap tequila too, because
Tito's is vodka.
Tito's is vodka? Okay, what am I thinking about then? That's not vodka, and they put it in the margaritas at the Mexican restaurant. Remember we went to the Mexican restaurant?
I'm not sure.
And they had them big strong drinks. I had some Patron, and I remember the reason why I got sick when I drank it was because I drank Patron after having like 3 shots of exclusive. It was the exclusive. It was not the Patron. Good night, Florence. Thank you for stopping in. Hey, Destiny. Okay, that's fair. I like to work in groups, but I also like to get things done myself. And like you said, it depends on what I'm working on, because if I'm working on something that's like important and the other person doesn't view it as important like I do, then I will get frustrated with them because I feel like they're wasting my time. So it really does depend on the situation. Hey, Destiny. So we're playing Would You Rather, and we're sipping our drinks. And we're asking questions, and everybody in the chat is answering the questions as I pop them in here. Let's see. Oh, no. I didn't mean to go back. That's true. I don't know though. The one Mexican restaurant by us, you could taste that liquor in theirs. I do like the ideas because sometimes it takes different people to kind of spark creativity and spark different ways of thinking about things. That if you are stuck on something, like sometimes I like to brainstorm with other people that make YouTube content because it helps me help them come up with ideas, and then they also give me ideas too without even knowing it. And it may not even be the same thing that I just helped them with, but they could say something that would spark something else in me, like, oh yeah, that's a good idea, I should do this video on that. Like with YouTube, I think it's cool. I think it just has to be the right people that you're working with, and y'all have to take it the same y'all have to have the same level. And I do like to lighten the workload. Like this week I've been working more collaboratively with my colleagues, and it's been helping with the stress level, because when it was all on me, I was starting to get more frustrated and overwhelmed. No, simply, I think you know what you're talking about, girl. Miss Caribou. I think you know what that makes sense. Like aging might change the color. I get it. That makes sense. Which might mean it might be more strong if it's been aging. Cause that fermented liquor. I had a question and I mistakenly closed off of it, so I'm trying to find the question again so I can paste it in there. Where did it go? It was a good one. No, not that one. My eye feels itchy. I hate that. Like, I don't have allergies. We're not speaking that. I'm going to just say the question because I can't find it. But the question was, would you rather go for 1 week without your phone or 1 week without internet? Good night, Florence. Did she say good night? I missed it. Oh, wait. No, I didn't. I told her good night. Never mind. I feel like if I'm at home, then I could go without my phone for a week. If I was not at home, then I would. Well, wait, I need the internet for my GPS. This is why I said I am not the type of person that knows where I'm going unless it's the same place that I'm always going. So if I'm not going anywhere that is new and not familiar to me, then I would pick my phone. But if I was not going anywhere unfamiliar, then I would just pick internet. Wait a minute, I just lied. No, it would. I think it would be my phone, but I need my phone for my GPS. So, like, I guess it depends on what the context of phone means, because I use the internet from my laptop most of the time anyway, unless I'm not at home. That's true. And then internet keeps you informed I'm sorry, on what's going on in other parts of the world and YouTube and all the other apps. The phone helps you access them more conveniently, but you can access it from a computer too. But if you don't have internet, you can't access nothing. So, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I need my phone for GPS because I don't know where I'm going. If it's not work, if it's not, near my house, I don't know. What question? Oh, that's a good question. You're on a 16-hour road trip and can only listen to 3 artists. Who would you pick? Des, you go.
J. Cole, T Pain, Jill Scott.
Did y'all hear Dez's answer? That's sad. I say, um, um, hmm, for a 16-hour road trip. Hmm. Mary J, Erica Badu, Raphael Sadiq. Am I saying that right?
Raphael Sadiq.
And then Roddy Ricch, Jennifer Hudson, Tony Braxton, Lil Wayne, Mary J. Blige, Chris Brown. Okay, Drake, Chris Brown, and thanks for coming back. I'm trying to think who this last person is. Because Drake can be kind of somber sometimes, but I love his music. And I know a lot of his songs. And then Chris Brown, I grew up listening to that. So I know a lot of his music as well. Because I'm thinking about a stretch of time. I don't want it to be the same 5 songs. You know what I'm saying? And I need somebody hype for the last one. Somebody hype that's not short lived, that just had like a season of good music and stopped. I can't think of who it would be. But yeah, definitely Drake and Chris Brown. And then I'll probably pick a female for the third. I love Mary J's music too. She has some good songs. And then on a hype ratchet level, I could listen to like Meg the Stallion or something. Hi, Victoria. Happy belated birthday. We're playing the questions game. We're asking questions like would you rather and what would you do, etc. And a lot of us are having our drinks. I've been pretty good. I've been stressed because of everything that's going on, but good otherwise. How are you? I can't think of the third person, y'all, but I guess I said the last person could be like a lit person like Meg the Stallion or something. Because sometimes when you start getting sleepy, you gotta turn on your hype music so you can wake back up while you're driving. Glad to hear you're good. I love Meg too. Hey Jacob. I have an inner wait. You mean if you get a tattoo on your inner? Oh, I forgot about Nicki Minaj. I used to love her. Oh, see, that wouldn't be a good choice then. If I forgot, then that means I would forget. I just mean when you get sleepy or if you're a little tired. Like sometimes when you start a road trip, it be early in the morning. So you're already tired because it's early in the morning. So you may turn on some music that will wake you up and get you focused to drive. Even like when you go to work, sometimes you need some hype music to motivate you and make you feel like you got this going into the day. Like, I feel like that's what you need. Like, you need a nice, mellow, chill balance and something hype. But I have a tattoo. Is this the bicep, y'all? This right here. I have a tattoo. Don't look at my arm fat, y'all, but I have a tattoo right there. And to me, that tattoo didn't hurt as bad as the one I have on my back. The one that I have on my like shoulder back area hurt way more than the one that I got on my arm. But this is just a little minor tattoo. It's really little. Like, if you talking about shading and colors and stuff, do you have a tattoo on your inner bicep?
No, I have one right here, and then I have one on the back of my arm.
Never mind.
I have one on my tricep.
I bet the foot hurts like hell, and I'm not ever probably gonna be able to be tough enough to go through with it. Even though I think feet tattoos are so cute, especially in the summertime with fresh toes, like fresh polish. Um, Honestly, I'm not afraid, and that's simply because my son's school has been taking precautions to help flatten the curve. So it's not really a lot of people still bringing their kids, and they've reduced the amount of staff, and they're not even allowing the parents to come inside anymore, in efforts to just keep extra people out. But I mean, it also, I think, has something to do with it not being as much activity where in my county where I'm at compared to some of the other counties that are. So that's a good question. Yeah, and it's just like with me, it's partially like if my job wasn't so intense right now, I would probably be more willing to let him stay at home with me. But because, bless you, my job is not so fluid where things are changing. Um, like it's not like I'm working just for myself only. Like if it was just myself only, then I would probably feel more comfortable leaving them with me. But because I still am working full time for someone else and I have a lot of work to do, I know how my son's attention span is, and I don't want him getting in trouble for wanting to be a kid because I have work to do. So it's a mix of both. My preference honestly would be for him to be with me, but if I have to work, then my preference is for him to be with someone else, whether it be with the daycare or another family member. But he just been with the daycare because they're still open. But had Josiah been 5 and in elementary school, he would probably be at home with us because our county has shut down all the public schools. That's cool. I didn't even know YMCA was doing that. I don't think we have one near us. Like, cause I don't live right in Atlanta. You're welcome, Victoria. I think it just really depends on what you got to do at home. Like, if your child is rambunctious and you know that they get bored, or you know that he gets bored really quick, then I wouldn't recommend him staying with you the whole day. But like, what I think I'm going to do next week is on my 2 busiest days, I'm going to send him for the full day. And then for the other 3 days that aren't as crazy, I'm going to send him for half the day because it'll cost me less money, but then it will also allow him to have some socialization because I think small kids don't do well with being cooped up in the house. Like my son will start to have meltdowns and like temper tantrums because he's bored and he feels like I'm telling him he can't do anything, and I don't want him to feel that way. You're welcome. Oh, it's definitely accurate. It's definitely accurate. My mental health has been tested. Um, my frustrations have been tested. I have been praying, asking for peace, asking for, humble spirit, appreciation, because the desire to work for self is coming out more and more. But the thankfulness of being able to still work is still there because I know so many people are being laid off right now and they're not knowing how ends are going to be met. And I could be in that situation too. So I'm trying to not be like as frustrated and be flexible, because with unprecedented times comes the need to be flexible because you don't know what's gonna happen. So it's just, that's why I said when people keep asking me how am I doing, I'm good, but I'm stressed. I'm more stressed than usual. All the progress from the weight loss, that went out the window. I've been drinking because I'm stressed. I'm stressed at work and I'm stressed at home, and I'm worried about my own safety, everybody else's, and just trying to keep everything afloat. I need to try that. Or you know what? I'm gonna go on my patio, my patio from my kitchen, because like I have a split level. So on my when I go out my kitchen, I can go out. Our backyard is kind of like downhill. The side of our house is more flat. So like if I went too far out my backyard, I'd be out in the grass somewhere. But I need to get my exercise. That's really what's been messing me up, is the fact that my gym closed. My gym had already closed before all the gyms started closing. And the reason why was because my gym was doing renovations. They were supposed to be closing the 17th through the 30th or the 31st. Well, actually, they would have been reopening this Monday, but this was prior to this situation getting real bad. So once the situation got bad and all the gyms closed, they extended that through 4/1. And then I have friends on Facebook that are instructors for my classes, and one of them said that they're extending that closure through May 1st now. So I'm like, we got to figure out something to get ourselves moving, because it's been super stressful. Like, I will say, I feel like I've gotten closer to Des, and like we've been getting exercise. But I want my Zumba class back. Hey, how are you? Thank you for coming by to support. Thank you, Victoria, for your prayers. I appreciate you. Girl, I've gained weight since the diabetes too. At one point it said 10, and I ain't stepped back on that scale since then, because that was a tough week. Latrice. Oh my gosh. My hobby right now, Sunshine, has been revamping my watch Des type and say no. You ain't said that the whole time, and here go Des. I'm on no. But my hobby right now has been revamping my channel. I have been going back and redoing thumbnails. I've been reorganizing my playlist. That's why yesterday when I had my live, I was asking y'all like what y'all thought about stuff, because yeah, your girl I'm taking this seriously, okay? I'm tired of the foolishness, okay? You went and got another drink.
No, I want to got some more.
Oh, do you want to go and make me another drink?
Yeah, why not?
Thank you. With extra ice.
I don't know why you asked for extra ice.
Because I like my drink to be
The
cold.
drink is already cold. It's in the refrigerator.
I want extra ice. I like to crunch on the ice. What's wrong with me for wanting to crunch on ice? I'm going to look at the comments on yours because my computer was about to die. I don't, girl. It's been real. That's what I'm trying to tell you. You working at home and then y'all ain't exercising. I'm just saying, there was an uptick in that area. I asked him, I was like, dang, maybe this was a good thing. I'm not trying to have any babies right now, though. I would be terrified. Me too, Kara. Oh my gosh. We was just saying that, like, literally. Oh my gosh. You are not alone. What do I do? Sorry, I don't know how to work the iPhone, y'all. This is my husband's phone. It said low battery mode, and then it paused me, and I was like, wait. Okay, I have some books that I need to finish, so I'm gonna try to get to reading those and spending some time unwinding by myself to help my peace, y'all. Latrice, I bet you have some good tips because you were already homebound because beforehand because of your situation with I didn't mean to out your whole thing, but you put it on YouTube, so I'm assuming you're okay. But with your surgery, you had already mentioned that you were going to be out homebound this month, so I'm sure you have some good ideas for things to do when you're stuck in the house. That's all I meant. That's okay. Thank you, Victoria. I appreciate you stopping in. I'll talk with you later. Bye. Yeah, give me some book recommendations. I used to read a lot and then I fell off and I stopped reading. I need to read more. I saw that on your video and I thought that that was really sweet. I love when your coworkers feel like extended family. And that's what you need, like, you know. I think that that's great that you got the Hate You Give because I know that that's a movie. So I think it'd be cool if you hadn't seen the movie, which I haven't seen the movie. But if you saw like the book, read the book first so that you could see the movie. Or if you saw the movie, you read the book and then you end up like realizing how much they may have taken out the movie. Because a lot of times when they make books, movies, they take out some of the great essential parts. Hi, Destiny. Y'all do me a favor. If you are still here and you have not already, please give this video a thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Yes, like I remember when I was a teenager, I was reading the Color Purple book. And when I remember reading the Color Purple book, they took out a lot of like Color Purple. The Color Purple is a long ass movie anyway. But when I read the book, I was like, they took out some very important parts of this movie or of this book when they remade it into a movie. So it made me realize, like, you know, the books always give better context and more details. Mmm. See, it make it taste like an ice slushy or something. Oh, wait. I was supposed to be asking y'all questions. Hold on. I got you. My computer had died. Or it didn't die. It was telling me it was about to die. Let me... Hold on. Okay. When it comes to your birthday or Christmas, would you rather receive cash or a gift? What, Latrice? What happened? Did I miss a message? Oh, you probably talk about me forgetting what I was supposed to be doing. Sunshine, you're right. I'm writing a question in here, so birthday. Okay. When it comes to your birthday, Christmas, Valentine's Day, basically any stereotypical gift giving type day, do you prefer someone give you money or do you prefer that they give you a gift? And then I'm going to look for the next question so that I can paste it. And if we start talking, I forget. Oh, that's a good way to think of it, Latrice. Baby, would you rather receive a gift or money?
Cash.
Desi said cash. It depends on the situation. If it's an expensive gift, which y'all know that's not one of my like love languages, but if it's an expensive gift that I have been wanting for a while that I couldn't get for myself, then that would make me very happy. But if you don't really know what I want and you just go get me something random, then without thinking about it first, then I'll use it because you gave it to me, but yeah, I mean, dang, that sounds horrible. But you know, it has to be a thoughtful gift for it to really make me feel like, wow, you really considered me when you got this. Thank you so much. Otherwise, I'll just be like, oh, thank you, you know. I like when people think about the gift. Like, let me give y'all an example. For Christmas, well, last year I started watching this show, The Office, which I know I'm super late. The show is old as hell, but I binge watched The Office. And whenever I had a bad day, I would come home and I would watch The Office and it would cheer me up. For Christmas, Desmond got me a Dundler Mifflin blanket because I told him I like blankets. But it made me light up. Like, it's not even an expensive gift, but it was just like I told you I like blankets, and then you went and got a blanket that had my favorite show on it. Like, that was super sweet of you, you know. Or like for me, like I don't feel like the gift I gave him was as good at all. But like one year when we were initially dating and things were a little bit different, I love The Office, Latrice. Watch it to the end. Watch it to the end. It's so good. Okay. Um, one year when we were dating, and you know our finances were a little different at that time. Desmond was saying he wanted to see J. Cole in concert. He never saw J. Cole in concert, and then he also expressed that his birthday was never celebrated when he was growing up because they used to play sports. And Desmond's birthday is in the summer. His birthday is in July. So, you know, in fact, Desmond's birthday is the 4th of July weekend. And y'all know that's like the firework weekend, and people barbecue, and sometimes your birthday gets overlooked when it's on a holiday. Like my birthday falls on Mother's Day weekend sometimes, so that often gets overlooked. So anywho, when he said that J. Cole had a concert coming up, and I went and bought the tickets, and I surprised him with the tickets to see him for one of his birthdays. And the concert was in August, but his birthday was in July, and I got him, and like he was like, I can't believe you got the tickets. Like, thank you. So it just depends. Like if it's a gift where you thought it out, or you know it's something that they like and you went out your way to get it, then I think that those type of gifts mean much more. But if the thought is, you know, I want to bless you right now, but I don't know what you need. Here's some money. Like to me, that will make me feel so much better. Like I've had friends give me money when I didn't expect it, and I needed the money and they didn't even know. And I feel like that really spoke volumes to me too. I think with any gift, the thought is everything, whether it's money or something tangible. Oh yeah. I have some encouragement, Destiny. Okay, first of all, from what I remember, you're pretty young. Secondly, I don't want you to feel like a failure because you have to move back in with your family. You do. There is nothing wrong with having to live with your family to get on your feet. You're young, and there is not even an age in this life for for when you should have to move out or whatever. I didn't move out until like 20, almost 25, and I would have stayed longer had I had not met Dez and we, you know what I'm saying? Your situation has to be right. I think if you have your family there trying to help you by letting you rent from them so you can stack your money up, then there is nothing wrong with that. This is just sometimes you have to sacrifice being comfortable so that you can level up. So this is your uncomfortable time. Like when I was living with my dad, at one point it was me and my dad and Des living at my dad's house with my son because we were saving to get our house. And when I tell you that that was an uncomfortable situation because the house was a 4-bedroom house, but it was us living there. My stepsister was living there with her 2 kids. My dad and my stepmom were there. And then my other stepsister moved in with her husband and her kids. It was like what is the Brady Bunch plus some? Like it was just crazy because the house was filled with people. We had different people with different values of how they want to raise their kids. I felt overwhelmed because it was just so much, but I needed to be there in that time so that I could prepare to move out. So please don't let that make you feel discouraged because you're taking a step back. That step back will keep you reminded. Every day that you're there, it'll keep you focused. Every time that you are feeling down, you just have to remember that it's all to serve a purpose so that you can get out and get on your own. Because what you don't want to do is hop out and move on your own before you're ready and then be living paycheck to paycheck, not knowing where your next meal is going to come from, or just be in a, like, feeling like you're struggling and you really won't have the help. So I think that being uncomfortable is a great reality check at times that you need to hustle. And I know that for me, at times when I got too comfortable, things would happen to push me out that comfort zone. Like, when we got engaged, I realized that I needed to push myself to get a better job because I thought about, like, it's one thing to live at home with your parents and pay a few bills, but when you live on your own, you got to pay all the bills. That's a lot. $17.20 a month is a lot. I'm telling you. Please don't feel bad for going home. Because I'm like, literally, I have friends that have had to do the same thing because the rent out here is ridiculous. That's the reason why we have a house, is because when I started looking for apartments, what they wanted for a 2-bedroom apartment was what I could get for a house with 3 bedrooms. So yeah, please don't feel bad about it. You're a beautiful girl. You are very young. You got a lot of life left to live. You got to hustle to you. And this is just a season. So don't let that make you feel like you're not doing, well in your life or whatever. Just, it's not it's a, what's it called? It's not a race. It's a marathon. It's a marathon. It's not a race. How I go? It's
Marathon,
just a
not a
season.
sprint.
It's not forever. You won't be there with them forever. Okay, let me pause so I can read. Let me read the comments because I was just talking. I'm like, okay, I got you. Let me give you this. Okay. Let me see. Thank you. I appreciate it. Hey. I like hanging out with older people too, because someone told me it's good to have an older friend, because when you have older friends and you're a younger woman, like, you can learn from them because they've been there. It's okay to have younger friends, but you just have to make sure they have the right mindset. And if not, you got to definitely mix it in with some older people that have experiences and that are a little more grounded. Because if not, then, like, it's like the blind staring the blind. You got to have somebody that know what they're talking about, and somebody that can tell you right from wrong and tell you when you're making a mistake. Thank you. Let's see. Yeah, let's see, I'm 26, so but a lot of folks always thought I was older, like not because of how I look, but because how I carry myself. Like when I was 22 and I was working like my job before I got promoted to the one I'm in now, I met a lot of folks that was kind of like in their late 20s or like early 30s. So they were like between 5 and 10 years older than me, and they always thought I was closer to 30 when I was like 22, 23, because of like how I carried myself. So I don't know. It might be because I was raised by older parents and I was raised like an only child. I do have a sister, but my sister was 20 years older than me because my mom had her young. So like I grew up with parents that were in their late 30s. See, and I simply keep Miss Kara. I thought you was in your late 20s. I thought you was like 29, because of not because of like how you carry yourself, but just like the way your hair and stuff. Like you look younger. You know, black don't crack. So I thought you was like 29. Thank you, Latrice. And see, Latrice, I thought you were in your late 30s. See how we don't crack? We look good. Let me see. Y'all are giving her good advice. Y'all are right. And that's the thing. A lot of us did move back with our parents. Like to give you some backstory, when I moved back with my dad, like it was because I was pregnant and I had to move back. Because honestly, when I got done with school, I was supposed to move in with my friends. But I just didn't think that that was the best thing to do with a baby. And I knew that I needed to save. And you know, I didn't want to be there. And I love my dad. My dad is my best friend, but I'm just saying I didn't want to be with my parents at that time because I'm like, dang, I'm fresh out of college. I'm supposed to be having this great job, which I didn't at the time. I'm supposed to be doing this, this, and this. I'm not where I'm supposed to be. This is not the way the book that they told us. That's not how life was supposed to go. I'm not where I should be. And it made me feel like bad about myself. But then I had to realize, like, life happens, and as long as you have your mind made up that you're not going to stay where you are forever, then you won't. So yeah, just give yourself a deadline in your head and make sure that you're making the steps that you need to get yourself to the finish line that you say you want for yourself. 20, girl, you're young. Like, I'm not trying to make you feel like a baby, because I'm not saying that, but 20, it's not like you're 32. And I'm not trying to throw anybody that is 32 on the under the bus by saying that, but I'm just saying that you're young and this is a great opportunity for you. Babe, can you put your phone back on the charger? It's saying that it's dying. Do you have another plug in your computer that I can use? Because I can use my own charger and you can use your charger. Do you have another thingy like this?
No.
I mean, I have one. Do you have another thingy, like another outlet? I can plug my own iPhone charger.
No, that's what I'm saying. Just plug that
What's that? Sorry. Diddy Bop. That's funny. Yes. Yeah, I mean, You don't have to impress anybody. This is your life. At the end of the day, they can think that your apartment was nice, but they wasn't the ones helping you pay that rent every month. And if you can get a apartment that is still nice and safe, but save a couple $100s, then I highly recommend doing that so that you can live a comfortable life for yourself, because it's nothing like being stressed about how you're going to pay your bills. Like, that's not, and you're not going to enjoy life like that. That's the goal I'm working towards for myself. Like, I want to get to a point where I'm comfortable. Like, I got streams coming left, right, up, down, all over the place. And that's where my next goal is. So, I mean, if you have somebody that's willing to help you, don't feel bad. Honestly, it ain't their business. You silly. Yeah, that's why I feel like my chat is always a vibe, because I made a bunch of YouTube friends. Y'all are cool people. I would rather go to would I rather, baby, would you rather watch a movie alone or go to dinner alone?
Both.
Which one? It's not which both.
Probably dinner.
I can't think of which one I would rather do. I'm trying to figure it out. I like to watch movies with other people so we can talk about it together afterwards. But then again, when I go out to eat, I like to eat with people so I can talk too. So I guess if it's a dinner out or a movie out, I would rather go to. I'd rather go eat by myself than go to the movies by myself. I don't think I've ever went to the movies by myself before. And y'all are saying that y'all like doing that. I might need to try it. I have taken myself out for lunch or dinner by myself. More so lunch than dinner. And I like going out to eat by myself. I feel like I've lost some of my resolutions, because that was supposed to be, I was supposed to be like doing more things for myself by myself, and I kind of lost that. I love the new Aladdin movie. I saw it with Dez and Josiah, and I think that I liked it the most out of all three of them, all three of us. I feel like Will Smith did really good. Okay, y'all. Baby, do you have any questions? Um. Aww. Does anybody else have any questions? I'm gonna see if they have any more good ones on this list. They have a question for you, Des. I'm scared of scary movies too. I ain't going to see no scary movie by myself.
Oh, it didn't hurt at all. I like it. I have
They
a
can't see you.
Didn't turn the camera.
Babe, I'm not gonna do lives with you anymore. You're not engaging with my family.
It didn't hurt at all. It actually I liked it. I enjoyed it. I have a pretty good pain tolerance, so and my two tattoos were pretty good. My brands were okay, so not that bad. not being able to taste would be better than not being able to smell.
With an icy sunshine. I feel like that'll make me more paranoid. So nope. I'm good. Um I would rather, what did Destiny's question say? Not
Um,
taste or not smell? I'd rather not be able to smell. That way I don't have to smell musty people.
yeah, I am. I like it. I would get another brand, but I really don't need one. I do want to get a full sleeve on my left arm and probably get um a chest piece, couple of rib pieces, a back piece. I mean, I have a lot of tattoos that I want to get, so and I like it. It's not bad. I haven't really had a bad tattoo yet. Um, so I mean, I'm sure the ribs will be bad. I'm sure the back of my shoulders will be
I
pretty
want to
bad.
smell musty people.
But I mean, it's not that bad.
Exactly. I don't want to smell people passing gas. I don't want to smell musty people anymore. I don't want to smell stinky food.
I always
I
want
want my taste
I
buds.
always want to be able to smell, and that's just because if something happens where you have like gas or fire, stuff like that, I can smell. I'd rather not taste because then when it's time for me to eat healthier foods, I don't have to really worry about how bad they taste as much as how good they are for you. So I always think about stuff as far as emergencies.
Well, dang, that takes the fun out of it, but you're right. The house could be on fire and the smell would wake you up because it's burning.
Right.
But if you can't smell, your ass would die.
You just be sitting there
That
slowly
ain't funny,
wasting.
but that's true. Aww. Ear gauges.
I couldn't ever get with the ear gauges. I looked at them and I just couldn't ever I could never get with the gauges. I just couldn't. And then
Me too. That's
I
the thing that Des just said. We would all be snatched because it wouldn't matter.
yeah, like it would. Right. So I mean, it all depends.
I'm trying to reposition this thing so
I
y'all
can't
can see
really
that.
think
There we
of
go. You can see him now.
can't really think of too many spots. I mean, it's spots I don't want to get tattooed, but I don't know. I could never get with the image of gauging.
Mm, 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 mm.
um, I rather put a I rather put a stop to world hunger. War is inevitable in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Um, you can't. In some ways or another, you can't stop war because war, in some ways, starts as competition and grows. So as long as you have people that'll always be competitive, they'll always find a way to create a
I'm gonna keep
war.
the question coming.
Um, World hunger is just something that we shouldn't really have to deal with anyway. Um, and I feel like war is based on ego anyway, but world hunger is not something that's really based on ego. It's just greed and lack of resources.
Yeah, it is a hard answer. You see Daz with that winking owl drinking out the bottle. And I would choose hunger. I agree. Because innocent people are losing their lives. Someone can be hungry, but eventually most people may get out of that situation. I would choose the luxury hotel because I'd hate being outdoors. Because I'm allergic to mosquitoes and I get ate up by the mosquitoes. They love me. My blood is sweet, I guess. They be tearing my ass up. Can't stand it. Oh, no. I would choose a luxury hotel with a balcony and um luxury hotel with a balcony and a really nice shower, standing up shower with a seat. What you said loud? You see, and bring Des and some room service. Yeah, it'd be nice. Hey, Desi, they asked you another question.
I had my locks put in the day before my 25th birthday, and I am not a fan of cutting my hair. Never have been.
I
Definitely,
love hotels
I
too. It
got
make me
tired of
feel
it.
like I'm living my best life. Oh,
I got tired of cutting my hair when I was like 10, and once I got to that, I knew at some point I was just gonna let it grow. I really didn't want to do locks, but I realized they're a little bit easier to maintain. As long as you can tackle your new growth, you're kind of okay. But yeah, I'm not a fan of cutting my hair, so it's just probably not happening anytime soon unless for some reason I just develop a neck issue. They'll probably get trimmed, but they won't be cut completely. I just don't see it happening anytime soon. Yeah, yeah, I can't. I don't think I would ever be happy going back to like a low fade again. Cause I didn't like it even when I had them. Like I would get them, but I was never a fan of it. I like having a beard. I like having my locks. I like just kind of being me. Yeah, that helped too. Like once I started that, I was just like, yeah, I'm good. I have no
Sunshine, that's a good
reason.
point. Maybe they know I hate they ass because they tear me up every summer.
Yeah, I had no
I
reason to do
swell
that.
really big too. I know everybody swells when they get bit by something, by like an ant or a mosquito, but mine swell really big and I have to take medicine for it. And it get really tight and it hurts. So I don't like being outside for too long in the warm months because of that. And I get irritable once I get bit by something. I'm like ready to go. Like, mm-mm. But the idea of it is cute. Like, camping with friends or family and like the time of being together. I could see how that would be nice. Kind of like what you see people do on TV. I think that would be cute. Hmm. LOA, do you mean like leave of absence or am I misunderstanding you, Miss Kira? Oh, I know what you're saying. Law of attraction. Never mind. Got you. I was doing so well with that at the beginning of this year and I fell off in March. And I need to get back on it because it's been affecting me. Mm. Okay. The next question. Did I paste it? I don't know why I put school, but work, y'all. I would choose smartest. Yeah, being popular. I almost said being popular because honestly, the way the world is now, it's not about what you know, but who you know. And especially with the education, like a lot of people who went to school and have the credentials are not getting ahead because of who they don't know. So being popular can help you in life. Maybe not necessarily caring about being popular in high school, but just being well versed in different things as well. And I feel like being balanced can help you in life. So like knowing the right people can help you. I like 90s music a lot. And I'm thankful to have been grown up with older parents so I could be exposed to some of the music from the 70s and the 80s. Because the music now, like when my son grows up and he has to listen to his throwbacks from the 20s and the teens, the 2000s, they don't have the same like feelings that those songs would give you.
I mean, in a way, they do. It's just not. They do. It's just not.
Yes.
It just doesn't
NSYNC
give
or
you.
Backstreet Boys. Cause it ain't no why, baby. Bye, bye, bye. Who sings that? Backstreet Boys?
I don't have the
Bye,
slightest
bye.
clue.
Or is that NSYNC?
I didn't listen to either one of them.
Whoever sings the song that I was just singing, that's my answer. Exactly. Soldier Boy is gonna be the throwback because right now they will play the cha cha slide and the electric slide at events. But watch when my son is in his middle school dance, they're gonna be playing that.
No, I mean by that time
They're
you'll
gonna be
be.
playing that, and Cupid Shuffle is gonna be Cupid Shuffle. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to shake the camera. Cupid Shuffle is gonna be their electric slide, and Wobble, the Wobble song, that's gonna be their electric slide. It's already like a line dance they play at parties anyway. I want it that way, but you can't. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, hold on. Juju on the beat. It is Juju on the beat. Hey, hey, watch me whip. Watch me nay nay. Watch me whip, whip. Watch me nay nay. Latrice, are you about to say that? Watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me, watch me. I would pick. We pick TLC or Destiny's Child.
Honestly, I'm gonna get a lot of backlash for this. I don't care.
Okay.
Zero. I mean, I enjoyed
I'm gonna
both.
pick Destiny's Child just because that's who I grew up listening to when I was 4 years old. Like I was listening to Destiny's Child when they kept switching out their group members, and it was like five of them and then four of them, and then say my name and all that. But I did also listen to TLC, but I feel like I came around late, like more so on the Scrubs side of TLC versus the side where they were breaking out and doing more. I listened to Destiny's Child more in my childhood, for sure. I do know a handful of TLC songs, though. Waterfalls, Scrubs, Red Light Special. That's it. Handful. Don't go chasing waterfall. What? I was 4. Maybe I was 5. Does that make you feel better? I like Kelly too. I don't ever hear nobody say, I love Michelle. Let's talk about that for a second. How come nobody likes Michelle? What about your friends? That's right. I forgot about that. Sorry, Latrice. I ain't too proud to beg. See, that was before my time. That's why I don't remember it. You know who I love, y'all? Brandy. Brandy or Monica? That's the next question. Brandy or Monica? Brandy. I saw a compilation of times of Michelle messing up that they put together on YouTube. I picked Brandy for the Brandy or Monica, even though I like both of them. What about your friends? Angel of mine. I love Moesha too. I like Monica's old and new music. Monica can sing her ass off. I've heard her sing live and she got the vocals, okay? Monica can sing with a G. She's good. She's in Atlanta, I think. So, like, sometimes she'll be at other people's concerts. And I think I went to a Chris Brown concert some years ago, and it was the party tour. And I think he brought Monica out. And, honey, she can sing. I've heard her sing live, I think, at least 3 times. And she was at Birthday Bash, too, and she was singing. Keith Sweat. The Parkers. I love the Parkers. Y'all gonna make me talk about TV shows. I grew up watching the Parkers, Moesha, The Cosby Show, 101 on UPN. I love Monica. I'm gonna just say Keith Sweat because, yeah, Keith Sweat. I watched The Proud Family and That's So Raven too. I absolutely love That's So Raven. 112. Why I say 112? 112 sings Next and Too Close, right?
I know they sing Peaches and Cream.
Peaches and Cream. They sing Too Close. Baby, why you whining? I'm so excited. You dancing too close. Wait, that's Next. Never mind. Never mind, y'all. Don't listen to nothing I say. I don't know. Forever, my lady. I'm messing up the music, y'all. Don't listen to me. Wait, Casey and JoJo, I didn't know they sang Too Close. I thought that Next, the group was called Next. I like The Different World, too.
Didn't really watch it.
It's a different
I used to
world.
play it every day in the cab when we was in there.
Where you come from?
Annoy the hell out of me that they used to play it every single day.